Hey, what's slicing, everybody? Chris back with CAC Knives here with a very exciting knife unboxing video. I have yet to see this knife myself, and it is a knife that isn't even available to buy yet. It releases either this week or next week. I don't know if they've officially announced a date yet, but this is the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive button lock Elementum II with fire textured resin handles and black stonewashed Nitro V blade steel. I got this on Whatnot. They show a lot of their newer knives before they hit their site on Whatnot all the time. I don't know if I fully agree with that. I may do a video by itself discussing many different knife selling options that have came out over the last few years. But we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to see this. This has been code nicknamed the Hellementum. And it is a very cool twist on the normal Elementum. I cannot wait to see this. I do have my original Elementum that I've had in my collection for quite some time, the gold shred carbon fiber. And in the review of this knife, we will definitely compare the two. This is a button lock Elementum. Let's see, same stuff in here, of course. You got the stickers and the cloth and everything. I love that CIVIVI's always come with cloths. Very useful. Oh my goodness, look at this knife. Wow. How pretty are those? Wow, there ain't many knives running around that's like this. Gorgeous. I bet this looks so good in the sun. You knew I was going to get this one. Anybody that's seen this advertised knew I was going to get this one. Orange is my favorite color. Oh, yeah, this is like the perfect Halloween knife. In most cases, I don't want things on the blade, but one little jack-o'-lantern maybe on the clip side wouldn't hurt this knife, right? God, this is so pretty. Wow. And of course, I'm going to get a blue titanium clip for this. I haven't even decided in my head. I was waiting until I got here in person whether I want to do these rough finish blue. That blue would look good with these handle scales, or if I want to do the other one that I have on other CIVIVI knives in my collection. Button was a little stiff there. First time it was being used though. Yeah, a little stiff. A lot of buttons are stiff and then they wear in. You can use the button to open the knife. It's got a nice free fall. That's good. And let's see, just like my other Elementum, can I reverse flick it? Oh yeah, I can. It's kind of hard to do on the camera here. There we go. Oh yeah. And if you're wondering, I like the Elementum with the black finishes on it. Now this is a stonewash finish, it is not PVD coating, but the reason I like the black finishes is because they have kind of a little bit of a grip to them that allows my finger to grab hold. Now, in terms of difference to one of the more original Elementums, this isn't the OG, of course, one of the first rendition of the Elementum, but as you can see, nothing's really changed. Looks like they're pretty much exactly the same, as far as I can tell anyway. Of course, the handle scales are different, but you know, the weight's about the same. I would say the button lock weighs a little bit more, but the scales are also a little bit thicker. Granted, they're just resin scales, but these scales are definitely thinner on the other one. Gosh, I bet this thing looks so good out in the sun. Fortunately, there's never really any sunlight in my room, so what you're going to see on here is what you're going to get. It gets a little bit of light from the outside at this angle, but God, they're so pretty, right? Let's see if we can do a close-up. Hopefully it lets me zoom in here. Let me get my cloth, wipe my fingerprints off of these scales here. Nobody wants to see that, do they? Yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous. And the resin already moves around in the light, kind of like lava or fire, hence the name, fire textured resin. So yeah, very nice. What do you guys think? Are you guys going to be picking one of these up? There is only 500 made. If you go on a Whatnot show before these release and request one, good chance they'll let you have one. I don't know how many they devoted to Whatnot. I have seen multiple of them, so I've probably seen at least 15 sell on Whatnot. And that's only for the shows that I've tuned in. I would venture to guess at least 50 have sold on Whatnot already, which is kind of crazy to me. I don't know how much I agree with that, with them doing that kind of stuff. I mean, they're obviously a company and can do what they want, but to limited runs like this, 500 pieces, it just seems a little bit unfair. Because, you know, if you don't have Whatnot or anything, I mean, yeah, you can get Whatnot and all that, but you bid on Whatnot, right? So, I don't know. In most cases, I see things sell for less than they're valued, but in some cases, I've seen things sold for more than they're valued, and these knives don't even have really an MSRP yet. I guess it's going to be 75 bucks, which is what I paid for it, luckily. But it would have sucked if I would have paid more than that, not knowing what the price was yet and stuff. And, I mean, you could argue, yeah, well, you could just wait for release. Well, I could, but what happens on release when everybody's going to buy them, and if they sell out, you know, within 30 seconds, and then I didn't get one. So, you know, there's some give and take, but you know, there's going to be that one person that could have got one, that didn't, because his sold on Whatnot. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. I don't think they're numbered. I didn't notice a number at a first glance here. Before we go, let's test that button real quick. I haven't tested CIVIVI's button. We're just going to hit it real lightly on the table. No play at all. Pretty good sign. And the button lock up in there is probably it's about halfway over on the blade, so that's usually a good sign. Button locks, I've seen them fail before. You know, they're not like liner locks where there's literally a piece of metal pushing against the blade there, and you got to move that metal out of the way to disengage the blade. Button locks are engaged at the top. You see the kind of engagement up on the top, and then you push that button in, and the blade will be disengaged and will fall down on the bottom. You see that there? But, you know, button locks have their advantages and disadvantages. They're obviously not the most secure lock in the world, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of button locks disengage in various different knife companies. But in a way, while that you could say makes them more dangerous, they also are safer in the sense that you don't have to have your finger anywhere under the blade to disengage the lock. So some give and take there. They're more safe and less safe at the same time. So it's kind of however you want to view that. But anyway, that'll do it for today, guys. What do you guys think of this fire resin handles, the Hellementum? Are you guys going to pick one up or not? A review will come eventually of this knife. I've never reviewed the Elementum in general, but I've definitely never reviewed the button lock Elementum. It's been reviewed probably at least 1,000 times on YouTube, all the Elementums, but probably time I put my 2 cents into it, right? But that'll do it for today, guys. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.